Yes, guys, and welcome to a impromptu treatings. Little bit of a serious point today, but then also a you can turn things, you can make things funny, you know. I just wanna just give you guys a little bit of what I go through on a daily, just like some of the things that these people do. Now, I always said that if anybody if you don't report racism, then you are racist. Do you know what I mean? And if you don't say something about something going on, then you are that way, you know. Now, I'm just going to give you an example. I'd like to, supermarket bosses to hear this, and just people of the community that, you know, just to give you an example, yeah? Now, hold on one moment. Yeah, that's better. Right, so, you know, I bought this t-shirt a couple of months ago. Team U, you know, brilliant, nice, good material, good quality, yeah. Right, and it does mean something to me as well. Yeah, no, it does. Do you know what I mean? Anything you buy should, right? But nothing like over sentimental. But yeah, I like what it's got on it, right? So I wear it out and about for the first time, just sort of exercising, I think, riding my bike around and whatever. And I come home now, and I get I shave my hair, shave my my moustache, beard, whatever. I think I made a ThreeTings that day, and I was gonna make it in this t-shirt, but I didn't. Just got my shirt and tie on and whatever, pretending like I'm in an office, right? Yeah, and I came out that day headed in the direction of Deptford, right? And I've come out now, and I've gone past the shopkeeper. I'll say it right. Yeah, and he's done something with his body language, right? And to me, it resembled a snake. Yeah, right. That's what I just thought. Yeah, it resembled a snake, right? And then what come after, it kind of linked up quite well, right? But I'm like, okay, is that what you want to call me? Yeah. But I was thinking to myself, I stand for certain things. I can say some things sometimes that can make my life a lot easier, but I don't. I stand for certain things. People see that now, right? So I wouldn't say I'm an invertebrate. I wouldn't say I go with the fashion, do you know what I mean, and whatever else, you know. So yeah, I might not agree with you. You might not agree with me, but I wouldn't say a snake, man. Maybe weasel or something. I don't know. Weakling or something, yeah, but not like a snake. So I just kind of laughed it off, yeah. Water off a duck's back, as we say in English, right? So then, I get to a little further into my journey, and you know, there's a lot of these guys, a lot of these people actually, and a lot of them are sort of Muslims. They try and sort of come in my space, but then also they try and make me make their shadow, because it's hot outside, the sun is coming down, so they make their shadow sort of walk underneath me, if you know what I mean, which I took as something negative a few months ago. But anyway, as soon as he walked past me, and it was a minute later after that guy, a minute or two down the road, right, I just put the two together. I just put snake shadow, and I just went snake and a monkey shadow. Snake and a monkey shadow, right? So it was I didn't get it at first, snake and shadow, right? And I thought, right, so who's the monkey? It must be me, innit? Yeah, monkey, innit? Right? And then later on in the night, I thought about it more deeply, and I thought, right, I'll just shave my head bald, and let's just say I was Orient or whatever, like monk, like Buddhist monk, monkey. Yeah, keys like kind of like Oriental sounding, you know what I mean? So I looked at it a bit deeper than that, yeah. And I just passed a road that kind of rhymed with monkey as well. Do you know what I mean? So you can kind of work out where I was, right? So it was like it's all like different senses going off at the same time. So I thought, right, snake, that's quite clever. Snake and a monkey shadow, yeah, right. But then I thought it had racial connotations, yeah. But I thought if that's what the game they want to play and whatever, I've got a higher purpose. And you're beneath me, you're not on my level. Do you know what I mean? So like, do you know what I mean? I don't think nothing of it, like, but that's like a daily thing, right? So then I walk on, and I thought it had racial connotations, yeah, right? But then I get onto the Deptford Market now. And a man comes walking towards me, and he's got like a fake grin on, that kind of Cheshire grin, like walking towards me, yeah, right, like that, right. And he's like the spitting image of what a guy in Tower Hamlets that called me a black monkey back in the day, like black whatever, black M-word, black monkey, something like that, yeah, right. And it was about 20 guys behind him, and I was on my own, yeah, right. He was a spitting image of this guy, right? And he was just grinning. So going back to like the shopkeeper doing the snake movement, and then the guy with the shadow, and then me being the monkey, and then him turning up and smiling in my face, right, as I'm walking down Deptford, right, that's like 1, 2, 3 people, three people that have like clearly linked up to send that message so that somebody could like, wow, he's gone mad, he's gone crazy. Because I'm just giving you guys like, you know, like you see these scenes on like TV where like somebody strikes out and you don't know what's wound them up and whatever else. Or 20 years ago they could have got away with that, no cameras, and someone's in a mental institute or in a police station and they're trying to explain what's gone on and what's triggered them. So I'm breaking it down for you. That's what they were out there doing. Do you know what I mean? And all because I had this what ignited them was this t-shirt, I believe. Yeah, it's like a dragon. I'm thinking it's like mythological from a certain part of the world, and like the monk sort of thing or whatever, because my head's bald and maybe I'll say some things and whatever else. Yeah, so like that there was just a snippet of some of the things that these guys do. And by the way, love to, I'm not going to say it again, man, but they were all like, they all could have traced their ancestry to South Asia, India, Pakistan or Bangladesh, I would say. Not outside of those 3 countries. Due to multiculturalism. What did I write the other day? The multiculturalism, right? I'm not gonna say who I think they are, right? But that's the kind of thing that I have to walk through on a daily. Like something like they try and like twist something towards my colour or something like that. Speaking of colour, like I was outside of Tesco's in Surrey Quays. You guys can confirm this for me, Asian community. Like I watched something on YouTube. Maybe it got sent to me, I don't know, right? And see, when I was growing up, like they'd say, yeah, colour boy, or they'd say like whatever, right? And to me, I just know it means black, right? But until I watched this YouTube, right, sometimes they can say it in a way and it doesn't mean something good. Tone, whatever, how you say it, when you say it, right? So I'm outside Surrey Quays and this man's on the telephone last week before, and he's repeatedly saying this word, colour, right? Now, back going up in Tower Hamlets, I know this word in Bengali, like it's colour bundle, it means you're a black monkey, right? So no one's ever said that to me outside of my school, whatever. Just people drive, whatever, right? But he was saying the word colour, but he was saying a B sounding word after. But because I was like unlocking my bike, I caught it within earshot. But he was making sure I could hear the word colour, but he was saying a B word as well at the same time at the end. But I couldn't catch out, because if I did, yeah, right. But anyway, like I believe he was trying to get a rise out of me, yeah. And then he goes inside the supermarket, inside the entrance. He comes back out with a Muslim wife. So I'm not going to say where, because she was the way she was dressed. I hope it was his wife anyway, and he come back out. Yeah. But these are the kind of things that I have to walk through on a daily, you know, and just keep it cool, keep it 100, because I'm on my own and people want to get a rise out of me, and I've got a higher purpose. I'm looking to go to uni, get a degree, move up, move on. And sometimes, man, I just like to let you guys know and expose these people, man. You know? So, yeah. On the lighter side, you know, you got people that make jokes, man. Like today, like I was down Deptford Market, and like an Oriental person, like just like by innuendo, they called me an orangutan. Yeah, right. Just by innuendo, that's what I thought you called me. Yeah, an orangutan. Yeah, right. But the way you was kind of like making it, now I see, right? But it's like orangutan. It's like kind of like an Oriental sounding like chimpanzee. It's like kind of, so I kind of get it, and it's all in jest. And it's like, yeah, you're cool with us, like orangutan. Do you know what I mean? I kind of get it. Do you know what I mean? Right? So people can turn it into something funny. I remember I said something like a bit cheeky, like, and then a van girl, like, just in West, like, she had something on, and she just said she had something on, and went, like, and then I could tell, like, how she innuended it, like, you cheeky monkey, whatever, but it wasn't in that way. Yeah, it was like in a she done it in like a kind of like playful way. Do you know what I mean? Because I said something like about, yeah, do you know what I mean? But it was all playful, it was all tongue in cheek and play, yeah, right. Definitely, 100%, nothing like misunderstood, yeah. So there's people that play games backwards, yeah, and it's like all fun and games, which I enjoy, you know. It enjoys when I'm reading what someone's saying sometimes, yeah, and someone else, and maybe everyone else is not. But yeah, like there's these guys, they come out with like serious consequence to really like try and like threaten people's families, like all type of stuff. Like when people come online and say something, and then they play like they're not doing nothing, when like they're clearly like linking up, especially like certain supermarket staff, like they're linking up quite clearly with guys on the outside that I see on my timeline as I'm coming there, to kind of like unsettle me, you know, or make me try and like get upset in the supermarket and all what you're talking about. And I'm not going to go into it really, I'm just going to write my complaints and leave it there really. But it's quite heavy stuff, man. It's quite heavy stuff. Like I've got a mind that can potentially like I mean, I can take it, innit? Well, not take it, but I'm quite a tolerant person. I don't want anyone like putting me off my goals and my aspirations, like just for like ignorance. Like I'm kind of more intelligent than these guys, and I've got my goals and my aspirations, and like certain like supermarkets and whatever else, they should see what some of these people are doing, man, or how they're linking things together to like try and unsettle, man. And yeah, today down Deptford, man, High Street, man, like there's you know, like there's I'm not sure what to call it, just little things, man, but like because you know these guys try and build things up, yeah. But like I just want to step away and say something as well, like, you know, like say in Mandarin, right? I had a go at a guy one time, yeah, because I thought he was using the N word. This is years ago, right? But I realized like the N word in like Mandarin, yeah, it's like but or and. It's like you can't avoid saying it. Like I don't know what it means. It means like something like, you know, like we say and or dirt, like THE or whatever. It's something like that where you need to say it to continue speaking. Yeah, right. So I didn't know that, and I had a go at someone. Yeah, right. So I'm letting you know, when you hear that word in this Orient, like, it's not like them. Do you know what I mean? Yeah, right. It's not. Yeah, 100%. Like, I've looked it up online, and I now know that, and I apologise to that person years ago. Right. Okay. Right now, it's happened quite a few times. Like, I've walked down West End, this happened, and today on Deptford High Street, I've just heard a guy. It was like, but it was really like whispered, so I couldn't like work it up. But I can hear in it. Do you know what I mean? I don't hear that much too often, but he's speaking in his Asian language, like South Asian language, I would say, right? And he stopped what he said. He said the N word, laughed, and continued speaking, and like masked it in his language. So maybe the N word does exist in his language, but yeah, like I know what I think he said, but he can deny it and go on like I'm mad and all this sort of stuff. Yeah, just like the same time, man. I remember I was walking down Tottenham Court Road, and I think this person, it was a European, I'd say, sort of maybe East or Southeast European, something like that. Not like the Romance languages or whatever. And that day, man, I just was in a positive mood. Like, I was like vibing or whatever. This is like when I was living in Camden and I was walking down busy Tottenham Court Road, but it was quiet. This is when I used to walk by and people was just quiet, right? And this girl was just on the phone and she was speaking her language and she just stopped and said the N word, blatant, boom, and then just continued talking in her language. Yeah, right. And I'm like, raw, like, but I just walked on because they want you to like say, oh, what are you talking about and whatever, and they'll go on like and try and, what are you talking about? You're mad. But yeah, quite a few times, man. Quite a few times I've had like that kind of thing, you know. But like, I'm a funny guy, and like, I'm not gonna let like something like that try and like people try to get a rise at you, because, you know what I mean, maybe it's the only way, they're desperate in it. So, but I'm just letting you guys, man, I go through stuff like that on a daily, you know. You know. Oh man. Yeah, and yeah, man, I'm not with this thing, man, this like thing either, man, because like they're just who I grew up with, man. But I must let you guys know, man. I'll say like, yeah, I'm gonna say what I heard, man. I think this guy, like, this Orient guy was walking down Deptford High Street, yeah, and I think the black guy, he called him a Chinese cunt. Hey, you Chinese cunt. I think I heard that twice. Yeah, right. I did want to laugh because it was quite funny, just the way he said it. Do you know what I mean? I'm a funny guy, man. Do you know what I mean? It was quite funny, but I don't think they were friends. It was like he just said it, yeah. And I think Dan Lewisham, I think, said something like that before, you know. And like, I'm thinking, there's some people out there, man, that say some awful stuff, man. But I just want to go online and just say, man, like, any like sort of Orient people I grew up with, man, when I was a kid, yeah, right, I'd be mortified. They could never tell me. If they ever told me like someone was racist to them, like, not even concerning me, just in general, like, I'd literally like be mortified. Like, I'd be like, oh man, what? Black people, when I like, because boy, I never got nothing of the sort from them, man. We grew up like brothers. We grew up like good. Do you know what I mean? We'll cuss each other, but, do you know what I mean, or whatever, and say racist and cuss each other. Or I would, but nothing, man. All good. All good. Everyone's got their customs and their ways, man. But nah, nothing like that, man. So they shouldn't be getting anything back, as far as I'm concerned. But there's like bigoted people out there and whatever, in it. But yeah, just letting you know, man. Good thing, like, I live like in a different borough, man. Had I be like in Tower Hamlets, man? No, like, I see them in the, like, I mean, Tower Hamlets, like, whatever you think I'm going for or heard, they would have been doing that 10 times over, 10 times worse, just by the numbers of guys that are there, the demographic of the place. Do you know what I mean? But yeah, yeah, man, I go through stuff like this on a daily, you know, where sometimes where these guys, and they seem to be from a particular place in the world, and if you call it out, go on about it too much, they try like say, oh yeah, you're funny with us, and then they say like blah blah blah, and then lo and behold, like if you accuse racism, then they just like go to God and say, oh, it's all religion and whatever. You know what I mean? Either way, do you know what I mean? Do you know what I mean? Like, as soon as it gets a bit like, oh, a bit difficult, oh God, he's disrespecting me or something. Nah, man. Nah, I'm not like that, man. I'm a funny guy. I say funny things. You know, and, you know, I was brought up like freedom of speech, you know, and stuff like that, which I'm guessing you're not really got, you know, Britain's let a lot of people into the country that don't believe in it or have a lower level of freedom of speech. So, you know, we've got to meet halfway, I suppose, or let them do what they're doing, you know. But I'm a cool guy, you know. Let me tell you how cool I am, man. Like I was at university and like I realised like they never let me study like colonialism, right? And I saw it on a writing because they change things all the time. Like I'd have a reading for the week, and all of a sudden the reading wouldn't be there, or it'd be changed, it'd be doctored, different words or whatever. Just like I read this 3 hours ago, and now it's changed. Like it was weird, yeah, right. And like I realised like they kind of like erased the word colonial from my like writing and stuff like that. So I started to think, why would you like not want me to know the word colonial or use the word colonial, right? Colonoscopic is good, but colonial, why? And I'm thinking like, I'm breaking it down. I'm thinking, right, colon is like your anal, and then al could relate to Islam or whatever, and colonial or whatever, colonialism. And then, so I'm thinking, that's from that day, I thought, somebody's trying to like make sure I don't hear or use this word. And I thought, is it because of that? I thought to myself, I wanted to cry. I thought, what? So I thought, do you know what? Like, I'm gonna just use the word imperial instead. The imperialist, like when you have to write about the British or whatever, I won't use the colonial. I'll use like imperial. I won't use the word colonial to not offend people. And I'm thinking, I'm writing English, like I'm writing something here, but just to like make sure I'm cool with people, just because like, you know, you're writing, you're close to the edge sometimes on what you're writing, and just like your style, innit, and you're quite funny as well. Do you know what I mean? So like I just thought, let me stay away from that for these people, you know, like in case like someone takes it the wrong way or something when I'm writing about a subject that's nothing to do with it. Do you know what I mean? So that's how like my freedom of speech has been like curtailed. Like I've been like, wow, I'm having to like dot the I's and cross the T's on certain things that I'm writing, because like, do you know what I mean? When I'm not like that, man. I'm not like that. They try and put words and things into your mouth because like you don't want to like do something or whatever, or they try to force you to do something. But I've never been, and I never have been, man. I never like that. Do you know what I mean? But yeah, I don't think I'm gonna write anything up for this video. Really, I'm just gonna like get it out there, and yeah, I hope it finds you well. Anyway, take care. God bless. This message is straight from my heart, and it's as real as can be, man. Do you know what I mean? I'm not playing with you guys. Do you know what I mean? If you know my movements, I got a feeling, I feel like sometimes someone's 30 seconds behind me seeing what I see. So, do you know what I mean? Maybe you saw what I saw, but that's how they stage sort of like, I call them like sort of psycho attack, like where they like kind of try and build up a kind of like build me up to like a state or whatever, try to get me in a state to like react or something or whatever. But it's all done in little stages. But then can you imagine that, man? I get to one shot, he's like behaving like a snake. The next guy's like goes over my like makes his shadow go by me, and then snake and a monkey shadow, and then a guy that called me a monkey, like he's on Deptford High Street waiting, you know. Oh man, and yeah, that's what I wanted to say next. I really need to make it another video. No, I need to make it another video. Actually, it's too long, this one. Right, okay, all right, all good. Take care. Deliver this message straight to your heart. It's from mine. It's as real as can be. All right, take care. Love, one.